Okay. Good afternoon, Mr. Nur Hadi. Today we will be presenting about our Python code for our study case 2, which we got about energy optimization on a smart building. Our group consists of me, Thierry Jinin Krishnabitopulu, with the NPM 240644960 as the coder and the creator of the code. And then Razano Al Rashid Aryo Bimo with the NPM 24064489991 as the code evaluator, and then there is Muhammad Gifarel with the code with the NPM 24063652006 as the code reviewer, as well as Faik Fadlul Akbar Harahap with the NPM 24063673331 as the code reviewer as well. So we'll be trying to explain our code on how to make a report regarding energy efficiency on a smart building, so it can be as efficient as possible using codes that we have learned. So we start with Fadul explaining why there is import date time.
Okay, for import datetime. So we use the datetime module to display when the optimization was run. This makes the report feel more complete and trackable. For constant help us manage fixed values that don't change during the program. For example, our goal is to keep the room around 22 temperature. For max occupancy is 100. For target humidity is 50%. The target humidity level set 50% ensures a comfortable and healthy environment. For energy cost per unit, 0.15.
Next, we got the definition. The definition of getting input from the user. This function collects real-time data from the user, like occupancy, indoor temperature, humidity, outdoor temperature, and equipment efficiency. The section is for gathering all the input data needed for optimization, such as how many people are in the room, what are the current temperatures are. First we get the input, and then we must input the real-time building data, and then the occupancy level, then the temperature, like float. Float is like a decimal data, and then humidity is float, outside temperature is float, efficiency is float, and then make a return to occupancy, temperature, humidity, outside time, and efficiency. And then we move on the heavy AC adjustment logic. The adjustment of heavy AC is for occupancy, temperature, and outside time. The heavy AC system adjusts its power level depending on how far the indoor temperature is from the target, and also considers outside temperature. And then the offset value increase heavy AC power if outside temperature is extreme. So we check how hot or cold inside, and add some influence from the weather outside. If it's much hotter or colder, we raise the power level. Okay. Um, we're gonna talk about the offset. Offset is target temperature is per 5, and then if offset is lower than 0, is offset equal minus offset. And if temperature is above +4, it have base on 3. And then elif, and the total power is equal round base plus offset. If total power is less than 3, so the total power is 3. So it's gonna return total power.
Okay, moving to the next one about the lightning control. So to save the energy from the lightning is based on the how many occupancy in there. So if there is no occupancy, 0, so return to off, and occupancy under 20 is dim, and if more than 20 or other is on. So to save the energy, also lightning adjusts based on occupancy, and if nobody in the room, the light are turned off automatically. Moving to the humidity control. So if the humidity is under 10, or the target of humidity is under 10, it will dehumidify, and if under 10, it will humidify, and other is will be normal. So humidity control ensure comfort. If the room is too damp or too dry, the system will correct it automatically.
Okay, so now we get to calculating the energy usage, which is part of our important parts of our final report. So first to calculate, we define the calculate energy usage. Dalam kurung, we write the HVAC power we already got, and then the lighting state, which is this one, I think this one. And then there's the efficiency down here, and then there's the humidity action right here. So first for the HVAC power energy, how we calculate it is so we could find the total energy. So first, HVAC energy is HVAC power. We use this operator. We multiply by the by efficiency divided 1.0 divided by the efficiency. So and then next for the lighting energy, we string it from here from the lighting adjust from the occupancy. So when we get the return, it will automatically go here, and then when we get return off, if there's no people and we get the return is off, so the lighting is off, we get a score of 0, and then if it's dim, we get a score of 0.5. If we get it on from the return here, we get the score of 1. And then next, the humidity energy. Humidity energy, same as the lighting energy, we string it from the return here. So when we get the output normal, it will get 0 points. If we get the output dehumidify, we get a point of 0.8. And then if it's humidify, we get a point of 0.6. And then we count the total energy by adding the heavy HVAC energy plus lighting energy plus humidity energy, and then when we return it, we get a round of the total energy. And then next we have the maintaining check or the efficiency check. So if the efficiency is less than 0.3, it will return and it will print a statement of saying the equipment needs maintenance, low efficiency, since we're trying to calculate efficiency here as the main goal. And then if it's not, other than that, it will just return efficiency as normal. And then next, there's defining the optimized energy. So we get the input from occupancy, temperature, humidity, outside temperature, and efficiency. And then the HVAC power is just adjusting HVAC from occupancy, temperature, outside temperature. So this is just a more summary of all the data we got. And then this is the one that we covered. And then the new ones are this estimating the cost. So we want to check the cost per unit I mean, we have to check the energy cost by calculating energy usage from here. When we already calculate it, we round it here, energy usage multiplied by the energy cost per unit, which was $0.15 dollars. And then later the result will get a prompt like this, and then it will print the result. So if we try to run it, let's say we have an occupancy level at just 19 people, and then we have an indoor temperature of 28. We have a humidity level of, let's say, 55 or 60. And then outside temperature, it is around 40 Celsius degrees. And then the equipment efficiency, let's say around 0.5. And then here, we get the optimization result, the report. This is the import time that we get from the import library. So this tells us the real-time data happening right now. And then this just lists us out the one that we input until here. And then from here, it says humidity 60% is normal. Efficiency 0.5, we input that. And then the lighting, it is from the return that we input the occupancy. Since we input the occupancy as 19, so the lighting will just go dim. And then the HVAC power level already listed up there. And then there's the total energy from calculating the energy usage. So total energy, we get 6.5 units, and then we just find the cost estimate from energy usage times 0.15. So this times 0.15, we get 0.97. So we get also the efficiency as normal. And that's all from our report today. To summarize this, our report focuses on getting an optimization result by getting real-time data, inputting real-time data, and then the real-time data that occurs are occupancy levels, indoor temperature, outdoor temperature, humidity, percentage, equipment efficiency, and then we just from there we find the total energy used, we find the cost estimate, and then we find the efficiency, so we could report it, and then from there we could keep improving so that the smart building could be as efficient as possible. So that's all from us, Pak Nur Hadi. Um, this is all from our group, consisting of me, Zano, Razano, Muhammad Gifarel, and Faik Fadul. Thank you.
Jangan lupa sholat 5 waktu.